What makes it hard to pray? Why are devotions such a struggle? Why can't you hear God's voice?
Why are temptations so appealing? This week we will uncover and disarm one of the enemy's most powerful weapons. Welcome back to our Change How You Think weekly video podcast.
If you'd like to hear from us every week, then subscribe to our videos on YouTube or click on the weekly video tab at the top of this page, fill in the subscription form, and you'll get our free self-assessment ebook, Healthy Moods, along with your choice of mental, spiritual, or relationship information.
Adam and Eve lived in a perfect world. Everything they needed was provided by God personally. So how could they give into temptation?
How could King David, who wrote all those worshipful psalms, fall into sin with Bathsheba?
Elijah called down fire from heaven, turned the nation to God, but then later the same day he wanted to die. What happened?
In each case, they were distracted.
They were distracted away from their relationship with God by temptations and dark thoughts that filled their mind.
Distraction is one of Satan's most powerful weapons.
If the enemy can distract you from your relationship with God and the truth of his love and closeness, you will become vulnerable to an attack on your mind.
What happens when you try to have a quiet devotional time with God or read the Bible? Your mind fills with all the things you should be doing, so you race through it or give up. You've been distracted.
What happens when you start to pray? Your mind goes anywhere but to the one you're praying to. You've been distracted.
Do you wonder why sinful thoughts or temptations drop into your mind unexpectedly? They are attempts to distract you, so your imagination fills with those topics and leads you in the wrong direction.
We think one of the enemy's most common and successful weapons of distraction is entertainment.
We are surrounded by a continuous stream of on-demand entertainment screaming for our attention.
A lot of entertainment depicts values and behaviors that are contrary and even opposed to those of the kingdom of God. It's a not-so-subtle way of distracting and influencing believers to accept a secular lifestyle and consume their time.
So how can we win the battle against the enemy's distractions?
The solution is to be like Nehemiah.
Nehemiah had a God-given mission to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem, but he had enemies who were threatened by this new wall. They repeatedly tried to distract Nehemiah so that he would meet with them and abandon the project.
But Nehemiah refused to be distracted. His eyes were on his mission and he completed his assignment.
First, you must realize you are in a war. There's a battle for your mind and attention. You decide who has the greatest influence on your thoughts, the voice of Jesus or the distractions of the enemy.
Then ask Jesus to alert you every time you are being attacked with distractions.
When you recognize the distraction, be like Nehemiah. Refuse to give in and stay focused on your goal, which is to grow in your relationship with Jesus and walk in the destiny he has planned for you.
Don't let distractions influence your life any longer. Hand them all to Jesus as soon as you recognize them.
If you'd like to be free of the distractions of the enemy, come join us in Free Your Mind.
Free Your Mind is an online self-study program that will help you change how you think. It will guide you through a pathway of healing mentally, spiritually, and emotionally.
Through 15-minute videos, regular live group coaching calls, an online community forum, and 24-hour access to our entire video library, you can work at your own speed, anytime, from anywhere in the world, on any device, to begin the life-changing transformation you've been looking for. You can learn more about it using the links below this video.
We'll talk to you next week, but this week, become aware of how often you're being distracted.